everybody, I wanted to make a video today about the top 5 things I hate about my Toyota Prius. Don't like using the word hate, but you know, it's an attention grabber, and really there are some things about this that I'm not a real big fan of. So let's jump right in. Number 5 things that I hate about this car is it is too low to the ground. And before I get hate comments, I know Toyota put this car on the ground for the miles per gallon. And if you watch my other video about things I love about the car is miles per gallon, so why would I put it in a hate video? Put it in a hate video because I live in the Midwest and we get some pretty nasty winters here. So for my use, you know, it's a catch-22. I love the miles per gallon, but I need this car to function in the winter as well. And I have some concerns about how low this car is that I can promise you I'm going to be plowing snow with this in the winter, and I just hope that these tires perform at a level that, you know, I can still get through winter without any concerns. So that's my number 5 thing that I hate about this car. Number 4 would be the hybrid system, and I know that this has gotten better over generations, but the system in this car is not seamless. So what I mean by that is when you're going from, say, electric to gas and gas to electric, and when they're working together, you can feel what it's doing without even looking at the screen. So I can tell you right now the gas engine's on, I could feel it kick on, and it's not terrible, but I feel like with the way technology is these days, it could be better, and it should be better. So I was a little bit surprised, you know, that you get that feeling that, oh, I know exactly what the car is doing, which, you know, to some people might be good. Others, you know, that just want the smoothest ride possible are probably not going to be super stoked about that. If the battery level gets low, the gas engine kicks on, it's a little bit louder. You know, that's a comment I've heard from other owners. And I just feel like, you know, you look at the Toyota or the Chevy Volt, and, you know, you talk about seamless transition. That's what I would expect with Toyota as well. And I just feel like that could be a little bit better for the next generations. You know, that's one thing when I test drove this, I was a little bit surprised. You know, you could feel that. And as the car warms up, in all fairness, it does smooth out a little bit. But I think there's something to be desired there. So that's my number 4. Number 3 thing I hate about this car, and all Priuses in general, are the looks of them. The looks on this car are not stellar. You know, there's a lot of controversy on that. And I would say it's a love it or hate it, but I don't even think it's a love it. I'm not sure there's too many people out there that actually love the way the Prius looks. I think it's palatable or you hate it. For me personally, I bought the car because I love the technology. I love the miles per gallon. I think there's a lot of cool things about this car, but why can't they make it look decent? You know, why can't this look, you know, like a cooler car? And I know they have to do certain things for gas mileage. You have to have the drag coefficients a certain way, but I just feel like if a little bit more time was spent on design, that would go a long way towards sales. Happy with the car, just, you know, think it falls short a little bit on the look side. Number 2 thing I hate, and I put this top on the list, is the steering wheel height on this. The steering wheel on this car does not raise up very high at all, and it would be something I would caution potential buyers on to test drive and check. I am 6'2", and the steering wheel I feel like could go up another, say, 2 inches. And the part that frustrates me a little bit with this is there's no reason it can't. The car, the gauges are all off to the side, and why the steering wheel can't go up a little bit more is beyond me. I've got the seat all the way to the bottom setting. I've got the steering wheel all the way to the top, and my knees still rub on the steering wheel to the point that I actually turn the cruise control on unintentionally, which is a little bit frustrating. So that's pretty high up on my list. So that's my number 2. The number 1 thing that I hate about the Prius is the price. And this can generally go for any hybrid. So, you know, if you figure this is pretty close to like a Toyota Corolla, you're going to spend about $5,000 more, roughly, for a Prius than you would for a Corolla. Comparably equipped, and that basically tells me that this car has to make up the value, $5,000 worth of gas. The other thing to consider with the hybrid is the batteries. So if they've got 8 or 10 year warranty, the manufacturer says you'll go that distance before, you know, it's possible you'll need to replace the battery. And what does that go for? $4,000 or $5,000? So not only do you need to make up the initial purchase price of the car, but you also have to make up the added cost of replacing the battery, should that ever happen. So that's something to consider when you buy a hybrid, and that's one of the things that right now I kind of hate about it, is that, you know, the price is that much more, so you're paying that in hopes to save that in gas. So right now gas is just over $2 a gallon. It's going to take me quite a bit of time to make that up in the long run. If gas jumps up to $4 or $5 a gallon, you know, that decision gets a lot easier to make. So that's just something to consider. That's my list of 5 things I hate about the Prius. Love the car overall, but there's just some little quirks about it, you know, that just kind of something to consider before you purchase it. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like the content, and have a great day.